black and silver, official weight 146 3/4 pounds. His professional record, an excellent one. 24 victories, including 19 knockouts, only 1 defeat. From Moca, Puerto Rico, the number 10 WBO and number 4 WBA ranked contender in the world, Carlos El Indio Quintana. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, official weight also 143 3/4 pounds. A perfect professional record consisting of 33 bouts, 33 victories, including 24 knockouts. From Macon, South Carolina, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, Paul the Punisher Williams.
Means fight clean and listen to me at all times. Good luck. Buena suerte. Toca los manos.
Paul Williams was hoping to face a bigger name opponent tonight, and we were hoping to bring it to you. But nobody wants to fight him. Oh, the Mohawk, the Clubber Lang. And if he can show why no one wants to fight him against a fighter as skillful as Quintana, who's an underrated boxer, he will be making a statement indeed.
You ready?
Referencing Kermit Cintron, who had an injury, and the Williams camp fully expected that fight to not actually come off. Battle of Southpaws, Williams and Quintana. When we asked Quintana about the height and reach disadvantage, he said it's not a big deal.
I like the idea of the Mohawk here from Paul Williams. So, should he come away with an impressive win tonight, gives boxing fans something they can identify him with. You know, that 6'2" southpaw, throws 100 punches around with an 82-inch wingspan. Oh yeah, and he has a mohawk.
They'll be saying, who's that tall guy with the mohawk?
Yeah.
He's trying to push 6'1", but Max, you're right, he looks a lot more like 6'2".
Standing next to him, it feels that way. Or else I'm shorter than I thought I was.
Well, I can say 6'1" because I'm 6'5".
See Quintana trying to give Williams movement right away.
Good short right hand on the inside by Williams.
All right, stop. Break.
Quintana's showing some good movement.
Good combination from Quintana. He landed a left hand in there.
Oh, as you can see, Paul Williams has a great chin. I think that's more of a wake-up call for him. Using his long reach as he's supposed to.
Stop. Break.
Paul Williams really hasn't hit his groove yet. He's still warming up in his first round, checking out Quintana to see his movement.
Quintana again able to connect with the left. Quintana in retreat mode, but a couple of left hands have found the mark.
Fight out, come on, fight out of it.
It's difficult to run around against Paul Williams because he's got such long legs. You know, one step, he's cutting off the ring on you real quick.
Well, the fact, though, Quintana's landed several left hands.
Quintana's been boxing very well so far.
See, Quintana hasn't realized that's his money punch right there, and he should really set something up so he can throw that left hand and land it with some force.
Not the crazy punch output that Williams is known for. He's
Quintana's
so far.
Quintana's not giving him a stationary target.
And Quintana digging right in there.
Seemed to hurt Williams with that right hook.
Yeah, very good first round for Carlos Quintana.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay? Now look, I'm explaining to you what's going on. You're not using your jab. You got to get popped that jab. Okay? You got to keep him honest, and you're not doing that. So, in other words, you're not doing that.
Nice and calm. When you get there, the hook will get in there. Come on, let's go. Be strong. Be strong. Be safe. Be lively. That was a good round. That was our round. That's the way you fight.
And here we see at the end of a round, Quintana throwing a right hand, catching Williams. Williams never really liked that punch. I think that's a wake-up call for him.
We saw Paul Williams hit against Sharmba Mitchell with a right hook like that and seems to be susceptible to it against southpaws.
In the corner of Williams said you're not using the jab. He was, according to CompuBox, 8 for 34 with the jab in round number 1. Good first round for Quintana. He landed a couple of left hands and that right hand we showed you at the end of the first.
The fact that Miguel Cotto was able to really roll over Quintana was more a credit to Cotto than anything else. Quintana is an excellent boxer, and we've seen him on a world-class level, and it was strange the ease with which Cotto was able to beat him, and really a credit to Miguel Cotto.
And he attacked the body of Quintana.
See here, Paul Williams has his hands full. He lost the first round. He's losing this round so far.
This is what Paul Williams needs to do. He needs to throw that double jab, double, triple jab. Give Quintana something to be concerned about.
It's that right hand again from Quintana. You know, we talked to Quintana about this health club that he bought. Because again, he's able to kind of dig in and tie up Williams. It's not a gym, boxing gym. It's an actual health club. He said he's added nutrition and weight training for this fight. Right now, early, it's paid dividends for him.
Quintana's finding Paul Williams easy to hit, which is odd considering Williams' height and reach advantage.
The combination by Quintana. Started to the body and he went up to the head. I actually talked about it earlier. Quintana's a good boxer, and he's showing those skills against a guy who's taller as he lands a straight right hand.
Let me say something. Fights that look like this in the early rounds generally result with the Quintana fighter knocking out the Paul Williams fighter in the later rounds. He's repeatedly landing to the head cleanly.
You know, in Williams' last 3 fights, he's been throwing 101 punches a round. You see his number here, almost through 2, and Quintana continues to just dig in.
Yeah, to me, it seems like Paul started off a bit slow. He needs to really get into his groove now because he's allowed Quintana to hit him with some shots where he shouldn't have really gotten hit. So he's got to make sure to correct that defensive problem that he has right now.
He ate another left hand.
Quintana thus far it's like the Joel Julio fight. He's completely outclassing Paul Williams through the first 2 rounds.
And he lands a left hand. Quintana does. Quintana just tying up Williams as he got a body shot in to end round number 2. Immediately following tonight's telecast, stay tuned for the premiere of Countdown to Pavlik Taylor 2. We'll take you behind the scenes into the training camps and personal lives of both fighters as they prepare for next Saturday night's rematch live on pay-per-view. Monday, February the 11th, catch the next Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. Among the stories, a profile of reigning Indianapolis 500 and IndyCar Series champion Dario Franchitti, about to make his debut on the NASCAR circuit.
Listen, we're getting to him. And up with the left hook and your right hand out, okay? You got him. Take some air in. The jab is getting there.
Very confident Carlos Quintana through the first 2 rounds. Lennox, so far Quintana has had the edges. Williams lands a right hand. What does Williams have to do here to turn things back in his favor?
Well, like I said, he needs to throw triple, double jab. I think the movement of Quintana is giving Paul Williams a little trouble now. It really breaks down to styles. Styles makes fights, so he hasn't gotten used to Quintana's style yet to really find out what he needs to do.
Why is he so easy to hit with that right hook? We saw it against Charmbe Mitchell, a small, really junior welterweight moving up in a fight Williams dominated. And here against Quintana, Lennox, he seems to be very easy to hit with the southpaw hook.
Well, you know, he's just not used to that style. And it's definitely a problem that he needs to correct in the gym or even now.
See something with his left hand? Is he carrying his left hand too low?
He's carrying it a bit low. And, you know, you have to remember, Paul Williams has long arms, so it's not easy for him to really bring them up real fast. And when he throws them out, they have to come all the way back.
Max, you mentioned Charmbe Mitchell. Not the prime Charmbe Mitchell either.
No, an old Charmbe Mitchell. Old and small. And Williams dominated the fight, but he was hit a couple times with some clean right hooks. And this is a younger, more prime Carlos Quintana, who was something like an 8-to-1 underdog coming into this fight, which looks pretty ridiculous right now.
I haven't seen the Paul Williams hook yet, the hook that you've been talking about.
Yes, we were told by his camp that the money's on the hook. They've been watching tape of Bob Foster, the great light heavyweight champion and vicious hooker, and are trying to imitate Foster's hook.
You've seen some good side head movement by Paul Williams. Anytime you're against the ropes like that, you know, you don't want to be a sitting target, so you have to move that head around.
Williams does seem to have come out this round with renewed vigor.
Come on, fight, throw punches.
But Quintana's landed some good shots, too.
Step out.
Quintana's using just enough movement to get away from that jab of Williams.
And Williams' left hand is not really coming as straight as it's supposed to be. It's more of a slapping left hand.
Quintana jumps in and scores with a combination. Gets away from danger and shoots to the body.
This is a very interesting round where Williams has tried his best to change the momentum of the fight, and Quintana has responded by staying calm and answering with punches.
See, right here, you know, Paul Williams is smothering himself. He has to remember he's got long arms. Although he loves to mix it up, he's got to give himself punching room.
Tight round 3.